It's September 27th and it's step 4 Libra, and today's a day that you're finding balance in the way that you treat yourself. Today is also a day where you are going to say, I belong to this, I don't belong to this. I'm not doing this again. I'm never going to let people treat me like this. This is what today is all about. Welcome, come on in. Let's see, after yesterday's crazy live, if you haven't seen it, go back and take a look. Yesterday's live was absolutely crazy. Give me a bunch of likes down here and tell me where you are calling in from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you too. Thank you so much. Hey, happy fascia sack camper. Keeps getting longer. Denver, welcome. Hello, Denver. Devon, Mexico. Where in Mexico are you calling from? London, Fairbanks, Alaska. Hey, we have, not Alaska, but no, we have people in Alaska too. Sydney, Australia, Colorado, Manitoba. Hello, Manitoba. My daughter, Brittany, is out there, works at Costco. Hi, welcome, welcome. Fatma? Where is Fatma? Welcome, welcome. Sydney, Australia. It looks like Lahti, Finland. Rome, Italy. Give me a bunch of likes down here. Hit the like button. Send it out to a friend or two. Somebody who needs to wake up, needs to feel a little bit better, has a little pain in their body. Just send it to them. You never know. Beautiful Port Hood, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. From India, Iceland. Wow, Concord, California. I almost tried out for the Concord Blue Devils when I was a kid. Texas, Buffalo, Minnesota. From Sweden, welcome, welcome. Hi from the Red Sea. Ireland. Mono, Ontario. That's a single place. Montreal, Rancho Mirada. Yes, hello, Rancho Mirada. Hi from Michigan. Baton Rouge. Yes, Baton Rouge. Canada. Well, Canada's pretty big. Where in Canada? Nebraska, Las Vegas. Are you guys feeling it today? Are you guys sorting through what I'm no longer going to do, what I'm going to do, what I no longer want to put up with, how I want to treat myself or how I want people to treat me? Are you guys going through that today? Switzerland, India, Franklin, Tennessee, Barrie, Ontario, Netherlands. Okay. We got Greensboro, North Carolina, South Carolina, and all the Carolinas in between. Norway, Toronto, Hillsboro, Oregon. Wow, we got a bunch of people from Oregon in here. Welcome, welcome, Arizona. Yes, going through it in a big way. What does that look like for you guys? Are you going through this? It's like, I'm no longer going to let people do this. I'm no longer going to feel this way. I no longer am going to take this. Is that what's going on? Or I want more of this. I want more of that. I want this. I love this. That's another way. Or I perceive that this is in my future. You don't always have to be on the negative side. It's just that people gravitate. Latvia. How you doing, Latvia? Aloha. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Been going through it. That's my girl there, Debbie Griffiths. Been going through it. Feeling all of this. Absolutely. Yeah, things keep changing, man. Look at my eyebrows again. They went dark overnight, like literally dark overnight. And then my hair. It's just crazy, the changes. Hey, April. Good seeing you, a bunch of you guys last night. What am I going to do? I can't change others. I'll continue to build community within limited mind folk. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Build the community inside yourself first, and then you will start to attract to you other people that are like that. Look around you, and usually the people around you are what you've been attracting for the last 6 months or years. And if you change it, it takes a little bit of time for the universe to show up. But what I'm noticing is that the law of attraction is in action. And what I mean by that is that things that I used to change and would take months or years for people to come in are now coming in days, weeks or days, or sometimes hours. Oh, look at Debbie's changing her eyebrows from light brown. So guys, Debbie is a 29 degree Sag, same injury cycle as me, same kind of life story as me. And hers are changing too. I tell you, it's not just me. She's doing the fascial maneuvers, been through the 28-day reset, taking the supplements, doing everything. And things are changing for her the same as me. Stuff happening on my right side. What does it mean for? It means that you're probably exerting yourself too much in the right, in the masculine energy. Thank you. I feel great. Okay. In and see how you're doing. DE and Irish Sea Moss for kids too. Absolutely. Brittany Lineham. Hey. Brittany Lineham from Winterpeg. We got lots of other people in Winnipeg, Brittany, coming on. Are you able to say hi? You're in the same time zone as me. Or are you at work? Brittany Lineham. That's my daughter. Say hi to Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Yes, I'm in Mexico. Hey, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi. Why don't you tell everybody, well, they know your name, Brittany Lineham. And where do you live?
In Winnipeg.
And your birthday is?
July 3rd, 1997.
July 3rd. And you're a 12-degree Cancer with all this mastery and Sagittarius and mastery in your chart.
Yes.
And you're getting married.
And I'm getting married.
And you guys have socials out there to help pay for the wedding, right?
Yes, we do. Wedding socials.
What is a wedding social, Brittany, for people who don't know? Because most people in the cities have no idea.
It's like a big party, basically. Big party to raise money for the wedding to help pay for some of the expenses because weddings are expensive these days.
Yeah, I like that. And people buy tickets and they can buy supporting tickets and that too.
Yes, we're selling, it's on New Year's Eve, so we're selling regular tickets and we're also selling support tickets for people who can't join us.
And people in Winnipeg, by the way, you got lots of people. You probably got hundreds of people, or well, no, probably 2-3 dozen people in Winnipeg right now, but hundreds or even thousands will be watching this.
Perfect.
So people actually in Winnipeg, they know what a social is. Yes. How do they find it? How do they buy support?
I mean, I have it posted on Facebook. As of right now, that's kind of the only place. Like the bridal party and me and mom and everybody are selling tickets. So you can contact us. But as of right now, that's just where it's posted. It's on Facebook.
So probably everybody here wants to know what it's like growing up with me.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, they all know my story, so.
So yeah, I guess the time I did have with you was good.
Yeah. Yeah, we Brittany's always my ride along.
Yes, that is true. Crazy rides. Jesus.
Yeah, we have had a bunch of crazy rides, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Yeah. Anyways, I have to get ready for work. So have a good day.
Hey, love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
That's my daughter. She's my little Cancer. We call her Little B. Yeah, she is a foodie beyond foodie beyond foodie. And she's always rescuing or supporting a rescue or taking care of an animal or helping. Thank you, Brittany. You made my day coming on. Oh, we got Jim Curtis. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Gary. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So,
nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I love the format change. Why don't you tell everybody who you are?
Well, I'm Jim Curtis, for those of you who don't know me, and I've been in the wellness world for the last 27 years. So I'm an author, and I am a master hypnotist and an entrepreneur. I've built businesses like the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and I've helped run those businesses and many others.
And people search your stuff every day. You started off with WebMD, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, so what do you see changing now in the health business recently? Because I mean, you really have your pulse on it. You have IIN, which is the biggest continuous nutrition school probably in the world.
Yeah, and you know, running that business for a number of years was exciting. What I see now is people not wanting to go back to the office and taking a lot of their career in their own hands and becoming non-licensed practitioners. And what I mean by that is that, you know, life mastery, like you have like a life artistry program, or Dr. Amen has a brain health program, IN has a health coach program. These things that people are actually using to give back to the world, to be in service, and therefore heal themselves at the same time. That's what's really happening.
I have so many doctors that are in our program right now that are giving up their medical license right now, and they're becoming health coaches.
Yeah, I mean, it's we all know being in the world of healthcare and having to deal with insurance and not focusing on the thing that really is going to cure you, which is movement, food, and the subconscious mind. Is, you know, people are realizing it's just not worth it.
So people can go to IIN, they go to Human Garage and they can check out the IIN, and there's a health coaching program that we partner with you. I want everybody to go check out, but let's go to the other part, because we got food, which is the health coaching program and the nutrition program. And then we've got the subconscious. This is where this is your strength. You're a master hypnotist, right? What does hypnosis do for somebody, or what is hypnosis actually, because that's a better way, because most people think it's just a parlor trick, but it's something that happens every day to people, right?
Yeah, I mean, we go in and out of hypnosis many times a day, especially on social media, as we're scrolling and the lights and the images start to move. Or if you've ever been on a really long drive and you don't know, you've gone 10 miles without realizing it, but you've been deep in thought, or, you know, when you first wake up or when you go to bed, or hypnological states. But, you know this because you're working with the subconscious all day long, which is, the subconscious really is your body. It's where we hold all of our autonomic nervous system, where we hold all of our beliefs and feelings. So the hypnosis really starts to work with those things that you don't see, to release trauma, to release feelings, and to start to change some of those beliefs that are maybe holding us back.
So how do beliefs get planted in us? I mean, they're like, where does it all start, and then how do those beliefs start showing up in our lives?
I think that I believe that we carry beliefs with us from life to life, and I'm sorry if that's going too far.
No, absolutely. Hey, this is our audience. I mean, it's like I saw a coffin at 5 years old and freaked out, but I'd never had a TV. And how did that happen? I've spent my entire life trying to explain that from a biological standpoint. There is no explanation.
You can't. Hey guys, Dr. Daniela Amen has the brain health program. I just saw someone asking about that, but I would start with what Gary's doing and then IN, but that's also a great one. So yes, I believe that we carry these. So Dr. Brian Weiss was a man that wrote a book called Many Lives, Many Masters. And he had put people into hypnosis. He was a psychologist, and they were going back to previous lives where things had happened to them, right? And as they explored those things in previous lives, regression, their issues in this life were curing up. So I believe that we carry these things from life to life, and we start to build these beliefs, like you in the coffin. And therefore, we need to go in and make them conscious and start to change these things. And if you don't believe in past life regression, you don't hold those feelings, it doesn't really matter, because the imagery of it can help you start to shape your beliefs. And then with shaping the beliefs that you want, you can also let go of the limiting beliefs that you have. And when you combine this with food, and then you combine it with movement, it's like everything starts to change.
So, yeah, and you know, that's a good point, because the way we perceive in this world is through two lenses. Actually, it's three technically. It's our biome, our virome, and then our parasites. So if my biome is agitated, I don't see the same thing. Like okay, a young woman who has fear of being abused doesn't even see that she's in a relationship that she's going to be abused again. That's
Right.
a really common one. And why is it that happens? There's a subconscious trigger, and there's also a reinforcement to keep that trigger in the way that they live their life, what they eat, what their biome is, stuff like that. So what would that subconscious trigger, like, how come it's so powerful it takes over their brain and doesn't allow them to move past that?
It's so powerful because our body integrates it into the main operating system, right? And it immediately triggers you, and it has to be released to allow you to be over it. But you know, the conscious mind is only controlling 5%. So like the subconscious, the body and the autonomic nervous system, controlling 95%. So we wonder why, you know, these triggers are so powerful. It's because they're literally, they're not just something we're forcing. They're a main part of our operating system. And a lot of things like that, like why are people anxiously attached versus avoidant, right? And, you know, why can you know, we check our text messages to see if we got that message from the person we liked so much, and then go into a tailspin when we see them on Instagram and not responding to our text messages. Like, those little triggers are all things based on our beliefs of whether we're good enough, whether we have this confidence, whether we're worthy, all those things.
So a lot of people just go the Anthony Robbins route, which is, I believe I'm strong, I believe I'm powerful, I believe this, but I see that being repeated over and over and over again, but I see the failure at the most part at the end. Why does this positive reinforcement that people are trying not exactly working? Like, they keep saying the same things over and over again, but that's not working.
Yeah. Well, I think that you go to like a Tony Robbins event or any event like that, and you say these things over and over again, and it, like, you get into your subconscious a little bit, but it's your conscious mind, but you get this emotional high, and then you go home, and then after a few weeks of just like you repeating that to yourself alone, it wears off, right? So it's more of an emotional kind of high at the moment, and it doesn't make lasting change. Whereas, like, when you're doing fascial maneuvers every day and you're literally changing the subconscious of your body through movement, and then you go and change an actual belief and replace it. By the way, you can't remove a habit or a belief without replacing it with something else. It's like you take something out, you got to put something in. So you actually start to make these changes in the part of you that doesn't need to reinforce it with an affirmation every day anymore. And so I think those things aren't working because, you know, you get this emotional high, and then it's like going to the gym for a week. You know, you start to feel strong, but if you stop going, then, you know, it just doesn't work.
Okay, so someone's reading PMA books, they're telling themselves those stories, they're talking to themselves, not working. What can they do practically today to help change that belief set?
Well, what they can do actively today to help change the belief set is, you know, journaling. It's kind of something people talk about online all the time, but journaling in the present tense, and as if the belief has already changed. Like, you know, I'm so happy that I can allow myself to have a relationship that I love, or to do something is incredibly powerful, because as you continue to write, especially if you're writing free form, don't think about it. Just start to write. Yeah, you're accessing your subconscious as your hand movement, as you just start to write and write and write. Sometimes you can even start with your eyes closed a little bit, even if it's messy on the page. And that's incredibly powerful to start to shift things.
You know, when I would tell people how to program like Olympic athletes, what I do is I have them walk and move their hands like this, because that actually is saving programs in the nerve system. There are 10 fingers, there's 10 organs, there's 10 toes, and there's 10 organs. Each finger belongs to an organ, specifically fascially, and that belongs to an emotional set, which emotions have, you know, our organs have more, and people don't know this, but they have a high density of olfactory nerve endings, nerve cells. They have a highest density of these olfactory nerves, which are basically sight, sound, touch, taste, hearing, smell, all that, so that they can remember. So that's why smelling something, moving something, and that's part of the hypnotic process, right? It's like moving somewhere, smelling somewhere, doing something, right?
Yeah. When I put people into hypnosis, you activate all of the sensory imagery, because that's how we actually, in our our body remembers. You know, it remembers how it felt. It remembers that feeling by what it smelled, what color it was, what it sounded like, what it felt like, touch, right? And that's, you know, this because you're talking about it all the time. It's like, you know, the things that have the most profound emotional effect on us is what we lock in, what we lock into it. So the bigger the emotion, the brighter the smell, the touch, the color, the quicker we're locking in.
So this is like when I'm driving down the road, I hear a song from 20 years ago, and boom, I'm transported to the first time I kissed that girl.
Yes, exactly right.
And then I zone out for a minute, and like that's hypnosis, right?
Yeah, or you're transported to like that breakup you had, and you like feel it as though it was yesterday. And that's a lot of it. It's like, how do you move out of those trigger feelings and replace them with other stuff?
So,
and that's like so
when I was when I was locked up for 27 months and I was 17 months in solitary confinement.
Oh my God.
The way that I got through that 17 months was, number one, is I wrote 1,000 reasons why this was good for me, and I used my hands to do it, and I used both hands. And then the other thing that I used imagery. So I would imagine myself with my wife and the kids and the dog in the park, and I would sit in the imagination until I could smell the grass, I could hear the dog, and I would laugh. I'd create a laughter from a funny situation, so I would get that emotion. But that's literally how I made it through 17 months of solitary.
That's amazing. I mean, that's profound.
And by the way, I knew all the components, but I'd never done it before. That's what taught me to do it.
Wow.
It's like necessity is the mother of all invention, right?
Yeah, I mean, people like you are very self-taught, and that's why you're kind of leading, you know, a revolution of releasing the body and mind. But there's been studies that's shown that like weightlifters have just sat down on a couch and spent a few hours a day visualizing lifting weights, visualizing getting strong, and they've had a significant growth in muscle mass. So it's like, your brain can't tell what's fantasy and what's not. So it just releases based on what we're telling it to, like you in confinement imagining the love of your family, or a weightlifter on a couch thinking about lifting weights.
So one of the ways that I use, because I use motion, I use sensory overload to impact the organs. So I use essential oils. What I do is I imagine something, I take essential oils, and then I'll do a fascial maneuver, and then I'll smell again, I'll do a maneuver set, and then what happens is, what I want to have that story play out in my life, I go back and I just take the essential oil and I smell it, like right when I need the confidence or I need something. And I find that I bring back all of the times that I've meditated or imagined it all within a second.
Yes. You lock it in with that smell, and then all you need to do is, you could even carry that essential oil with you if you're going into an important event.
I do all the time. I got it with me all the time.
Take a quick hit, and then you're like, I'm right back in there. There's a movie made about that, I think. It's like, I love to like magnetize something like that, and you take it with you, and it becomes almost like your talisman to like for strength.
So when I do a fascial maneuvers class, a smaller one, and there's like 20, 30, 50 people there, I take my oil out and I put a drop on everybody's hands. I have them smell it. I go into maneuver and then I give them an affirmation.
I love that. I want to come to Mexico so we can do a fascial maneuvers where I put people into a trance first, and then you take them even further in.
Oh, I'm so in for that.
Yeah, that would be fun. We could do it in a quieter place, not at the beach or something though, but where we put them in, we'll use every factor. We'll put them into a trance, we'll give the smell, we'll do the maneuvers, and then we'll take them back out and we'll see we'll see if we can walk people into a new dimension almost.
Do you think you can do that online?
I think that I could. I think that I could do that online. It's yes. It's
what if we got everybody to go get like an oil or something that they could easily get? We did it online and we put it on Zoom, like one of our classes that we do. We have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people there.
Yeah, and I guess we could get thousands of people. We could get them into a state. We could get them activating their senses. We could get them activating into a state, activating senses, doing fascia maneuvers, releasing, and then going forward.
Okay, somebody said try it now. Why don't you could do something right now, right?
Yeah, we could do something right now. It depends on the people. I don't want anybody to do this if you're driving or if you're walking. This is not something to listen to if you are, in anything but a safe place. Okay. And so we'll start with this. We'll just start with I will start with just identifying how the mind works. So Gary, you too, if you put your hand up like this, and I just want you to stare at the tip of your middle finger, and this will allow me to understand your particular suggestibility, but everybody else can follow along. And as you're staring at the tip of your middle finger, I'm going to energetically just tap on the top of your middle finger. Tap, tap, tap. And as I tap on the top of your middle finger, you can just listen to my voice. And as you listen to my voice, your fingers will start to spread slowly at first and then further and further apart. And as your fingers spread further and further apart and listen to my voice, they will start to go a little bit further. And as they go a little bit further and spread further and further apart, you feel far more relaxed. And as you feel more relaxed, in turn, your hand will feel further apart. And as you do, you'll notice that you're fully in control of your body and you can stand up straight, but your mind starts to relax. And as your fingers become further and further apart, it's almost hard to keep them together. And you may try to keep them together a little bit, but as you do, they just spread further and further apart. And as they start to spread further apart, you may notice that your hand starts to jerk just a little bit and your breathing gets different. And as you notice that, you may notice that your arm starts to stiffen up. And as you're noticing that your bicep and your shoulder is stiffen up, you're realizing that you continue to keep your balance. And as you keep your balance and your arm and your shoulder stiffen up, you may notice that your arm starts to move slightly towards your face. And as your arm starts to move slightly towards your face, you allow your hand to come just a little bit closer. And I don't know if your hand is moving closer to your face or if your arm is pulling your hand closer to your face, but your subconscious knows. And as your subconscious decides, so it will, and like a magnet will come. And when it touches your face, you'll go into a deep sleep. 1, 2, 3, deep sleep. Eyes closed, standing straight up. Now I want you to know that you can put your hand down and stay completely standing still. And as you're standing still and in total balance, I want you to know that we'll go down just a little bit further. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now Gary, I want you to know that the light that you see at the corner of your eyes in the place that you are now, that's the light for you. And the color is for you. In fact, that color will create an amazing day for you. You'll see it everywhere. And everywhere that you see it, you'll be completely alive and come to life. You'll feel energy and love expanding throughout your body. Take notice of that color now. Breathing it in through your nose, feeling life, feeling power. Breathing out any fear or anxiety. Breathing in life, passion, happiness, and power, bringing out any anxiety, breathing out now. Good. Locking in that color, locking in the feeling of love and life and passion, and coming back to the world. 1, feeling good, locking it in. 2, feeling 100% at ease and ready to start the day. 3, 4, and 5. Right back with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oof. Everything's really bright. Whoa.
What color did you have?
It's like a red. Like a red.
Nice.
hue.
So that was very quick, but people online can replay this. And as they replay it, listen to it over and over again. And as they start to notice, you know, allowing themselves to do it, and they'll start to identify the color that they have, right?
I'm looking around because saying my voice changed. I felt my neck. I felt micro adjustments through my neck and my cranial.
Yeah. And I mean, you're in touch. You're very in touch with it, so you can, you know, you can be put in trance and anywhere that you are. You don't have to be.
It's going down my whole body. It just released my SI joint.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is really, really cool.
Good.
So working, is this something you do with people? Like, do you work with clients personally and take them through this, coach them, mentor them? What do you do?
Not much anymore. I have a few clients that I still see, but not as much anymore. It's really a passion of mine, so I'll do it with large groups. I'll do it with the folks I start businesses with. There's a lot of times that I'll do it. But I'm not, there's very few folks that I'm taking one-on-one with. However, I would 100%, when we get a large group together, we take it much slower. And we make sure that the people are getting into it. And
I feel very calm and grounded.
Yeah.
That's why it's red. It's my root. It's grounding me. Because I was feeling a little ungrounded today. I was having I was having thoughts of, you know, because today's a day about what I want or what I don't want, how I'm going to treat myself. So I was having boundary thoughts, you know, like I don't want this anymore. I don't want this in my life. I don't want this in my life. And those just kind of neutralized right now.
Really? I love that. Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, this just opens up the ability for you to, you know, have a little bit more conscious control.
Interesting. Yeah. My voice has changed. I can hear it. I'm speaking completely differently right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, and taking something like that, then adding a maneuver, a smell, a bit of music or something like that to cauterize the experience, right?
And then you lock it in, and then all you have to do is smell that smell, or do that maneuver, and it takes you right back there. But can we do, I always love to do maybe a twisted or a vagus nerve reset. Those are my favorite to do with you.
Yeah.
If you could leave me in that camp.
Yeah, let's actually do something right now, but let's do something for the head. You into that?
Yeah.
Super powerful. Let's take our thumb, put it inside the ear. This is for your jaw. It's for your temple. You grab the ear, so you got a good grab, and you're gonna torque it. So you're like really twisting it. You feel tension coming up through here and through here. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, this is gonna relieve pressure in your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, your head. Open and close your jaw 3 times. Look up and open and close 3 times. Chin to chest, open and close 3 times. Keep your chin at your chest, look up to your right 3 times. Look up to your left. Come back to center. Take your hands, grab the whole ear, pull them up. Pull up that way. Pull your chin, your chest, and pull tighten up your spine and pull your head to the ground. Feel the stretch in the back of your shoulders. Breathe in. 2, 3, through the nose. 2, 3. It's for headaches, tension, racing thoughts, head, neck. Move your head, neck around.
My neck
and then look around and see.
Yes, my neck feels so loose right now.
And look around and see, does it look a little brighter, sharper, more like 4K?
Yeah, it does. It does. But
And the reason I wanted to do that is because I just had this amazing experience with you, and that opens up the limbic region of the brain to be more open, more susceptible, or more open to input.
I can feel the fascia. I can feel the tingly and like fascia just opening up around my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's really cool.
So Jim, yeah, coming to Mexico for sure. But the other part too is, I think, and maybe we come to Mexico first and do it, but I would love to do this as an online class, maybe 90 minutes or an hour. We do it on a Zoom class, have people sign up for it in advance. We, maybe have, 500, 800 people, could be something like that. And then we do this and we incorporate this with smell, with some sort of frequency, and with some fascial maneuvers and see what we can do. Because I really believe that taking this and going at the core programming that we have, which is, I'm not good enough, I'm not valuable, I'm not worthy, all that stuff, and then just tackle that and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I want to tackle, people are living 100% autonomically by fear. It's all fear based. Like everything that we're doing and not doing is either because we're running from fear or we're running from pain or fear of pain. And I'd love to start to tackle that. Hi, Denise.
Hey, Denise says hi, by the way.
I don't know if you know Michael Gallion, but he just joined as well. And check him out because he has these meditations that are just beyond.
Oh, do you know him personally?
Yeah.
Introduce us, please. And Denise just jumped on too.
Denise, I'd like both. Denise, Michael, and I should get together because we're all in New York City.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to doing this. Let's talk offline. Okay. And people can follow you at Jim Curtis 1. I know you're putting up some awesome content. You're going to be putting up some content that's going to rock people's minds.
Yeah. Thanks for the advice on that. I mean, you always give the best advice. So if you have a question that maybe you're embarrassed to ask anyone else, I'm happy to answer it.
Yeah, I have lots of those questions.
Yes, I
don't find myself much embarrassed anymore, but I have lots of questions.
Yeah. So that will be our next live.
Okay, Jim. I appreciate you so much.
Thanks, Gary.
Everybody follow Jim Curtis 1. Thank you again, Jim. Take care.
Bye.
Super powerful day today, guys. Follow Jim Curtis 1. Jim, you want to just say hi in the comments again so they can easily find you and follow you. And Jim, please introduce me to Michael. I'm looking forward to the introduction.
He's on them.
Yeah. Michael. Hey, second. What is it? Michael what?
Gallion.
Michael Gallion. Why don't we just double down on this?
Galyon.
Is Michael Rappaport on? It looks like Michael Rappaport's on.
Oh, is he?
Michael Rappaport, if you're on, buddy, I love you to death. Michael Gallion. Hey, Michael, if you want to talk, let's talk. Jim made the introduction.
He said.
Yeah, that was super powerful. Did you guys do if you haven't done this, go back and watch the live. It'll be posted later on and go through the hypnosis. I mean, that was pretty cool. I was like, whoa, I got adjustments all through my body. I feel super grounded. My color was red, and it was red, but it had red and it had like darkness on the outside. Kind of like, it felt like it was, and red is your root chakra. So darkness coming to red is what it felt like. It felt like the abyss coming into my root. So I'm looking forward to looking for that all day long. Man, I feel really focused. It's like, this is my whole world. Everything else here just shut off. Michael, if your Instagram is not updated or your camera or your mic isn't working or acceptable, then you wouldn't be able to go on. The way you can go on is you go off and you see if you can go live, or put a comment, put something in the comment right here if you want to go live, and I'll see if I can bring you up from the comments. Sometimes it works from the comments. Why would my neck be crunching after lack of better work? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Denise, sorry, missed you. We'll try you again tomorrow, Denise. It's definitely a step 4 day. It's good to have you on here today, Denise. And guys, Denise is in New York. If you're in New York or you go online, she has an online 25-minute class on TikTok on Tuesdays. You got to check it out. It's like quick, sweet, fast. It moves, gets the job done right away. Is your subway coming? Yes, I guess so.
This is Subway series with fashion maneuvers.
Yeah, subway series with fashion maneuvers. That's so awesome. Okay, let's go with Daniela. Let's talk to you today. That was awesome. Thank you, Jim, for coming on. I really needed that today. Hey, Daniela, you're live.
Awesome. Wow.
Give everybody your name, where you live, and your birthday.
Okay, I'm Daniela. I live in Toronto, or the suburb of it, in Thornhill. August 23rd, Leo, 29 degree. Leo ascending, and moon Capricorn.
You cut out for a second there when you gave your astrology at the very first. Can you say it one more time?
29 degree Leo. Leo
Yeah.
Ascending, and moon Capricorn.
So, Ben, you're all heart, and you have the ability to stabilize your emotions through anything.
Yeah, wow, this is great. I love what you did with Jim, and look forward to you guys collaborating. That's fantastic.
Yeah. She's for the rock. She's 29 degree Leo. So she's I have a group of people, and we haven't met for a while. We're going to meet again shortly, of 29 degrees, because I have found that the degrees have more similarities than the actual astrological signs. The degrees are who I am. The way I express it, you express it through Leo, I express it through Sagittarius. But 29 means that you embody everything about that sign. You bring it into the world. And you're like a Leo. You're out there showing love, helping people all the time, right?
Can't help it. Yeah.
So what's going on in your world today?
So that's why I'm on again with you this morning. I was hoping you would pick me, because the astrology recently was about people coming back into your life. And so our oldest son, he is, we say we have 7 kids. We have like 3 kids, and then we have him. Okay.
Oh. Get it. I got it. Yeah. My daughter came in today too.
Yes. Yes. So he's going to be 36 soon, and he's really giving us a ride for our money. Absolutely. So
when's his birthday?
He is November 9th.
Oh.
1987.
Yeah. So is he like 17 degree or 16 degrees Scorpio?
I have to look. I did do his chart. I have to look for that.
Yeah.
And then if I do that, I have to go to my computer, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's on my phone, but I'll disconnect if I do this.
That's okay.
So it's a bit of,
but he's a mid-level Scorpio. So yeah, he would be there to show you. I don't know what his chart looks like, but I bet he's got a lot of Leo in his chart, and he's probably got some Taurus in his chart. So he's probably stubborn and there to show you everything that you're not looking at.
And not just me. Okay, so he's super bright, and he's stuck in a loop of he's the victim, and so we all kind of stopped, trying to engage with that. So he thinks that we don't love him, and so on. So he decided he lives in Portugal. He's in Lisbon for now in an RV, and he decided to stop talking to everybody sometime in March. it's unusual because he calls a lot to kind of loop with us about how, what a victim he is. So I realized at some point after I stopped panicking that I found out he's okay, he's alive, that he has the space now. Instead of going through us to process his loop, he's doing it on his own. So I thought it was great. So he got back into my life again on Saturday. So perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing.
And we had another, and we spoke again yesterday for over 2 hours.
Zero degree Libra. That's like literally bringing balance back into your life. So Scorpio. He unconsciously did it on that day, but that's Grandmaster bringing balance back. So
I think he has a Libra. I think his ascending is Libra.
Yeah, no, that would even make more sense because he did it in 0 degree Libra.
So I'm just wondering, okay, so fine, he came back at this time and I'm listening to him and I don't know how to portray this. It is so intense, like you've never seen this. And it's going on for years and I've done, okay. Most mothers would be trying to fix and help and rescue, and run towards. And it's been a long journey for me not to do that. And he's still trying to get that out of me.
Okay, well, so
the
question that you can ask yourself, there's 2 parts. You deal with it in this world. The question you ask yourself is, why are you still drawing the reflection? You may be drawing the reflection to show you how much you've changed. So the way you felt about it before, do you feel differently about it today?
Yeah, like he didn't put me into any kind of he didn't activate anything. He's just showing up again.
Then that's okay, because when I have an insult or an injury or something that's bugging me in the outside world, once I learn my lesson, the outside world has to bring it back at least 1 more time, but usually 3 more times in different ways and different people to make sure that I've actually learned the lesson. And you're at 29 degree. He brought it back to you on a 0 degree Libra day, which means that you have learned the lesson. You have changed. You've changed as a person. That's why he's back in your life to do it right now. So just know it's the tendency is to want to go back and go, oh, here it is again. But the astrology says otherwise. The astrology says this is happening right now on purpose.
There's another layer. My mother died in 81. She became ill in her last year of her life, became bipolar and committed suicide. And I always felt, when I had my first 2, that she would probably reincarnate near me again, and probably through my kids. And I'm not saying that he is a reincarnation or part of her, but I've had that.
Sure he is.
Confirmed.
Absolutely, 100%. Same energy coming through. I can feel it right now.
Same energy.
And
Same
right
energy.
now it's blocking my throat. So that means is that there's something that you need to say to your mother.
Okay.
You want to do that?
I feel that. Yes.
Let's start.
Yes. I feel the
right
tears
now.
coming out.
Say it right now. When was your mom's birthday again?
September 8th.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. And I'm a Grandmaster Libra. Sorry, Grandmaster Virgo and a Grandmaster Sagittarius. So yeah. Okay. Go ahead. This is perfect.
I don't know where to start.
Mom.
Mama, I don't understand what happened. What happened? Like this 180 degree turnaround. And I want to thank you in a way, but I'm also like perplexed and outraged. I actually am outraged, which I don't allow myself usually to feel. Wow. Because my son has outrage. My son has a lot of outrage and tries to bring it out in us. So that's amazing. Okay. I know what you've given me, but right now I feel like a volcano coming up from the pit of my stomach up through my chest, and out. And I have not been allowed to share this, although I have with a few friends, because my father has asked me not to say the cause of her death, and I'm saying it now publicly to hundreds of people. Because I have to continue like, oh, it was an accident, you know, like life is not so terrible. And I just feel so shaky. And I feel like my son, whether it's you or part of your spirit coming through him, or he's here to be a teacher for me, is holding all that rage. And he's screaming that he's being abandoned, that we don't understand how we have messed up his life. And maybe I felt like you've messed up my life. Because it went from beautiful, I had the best years in my life, to horror overnight. And I'm willing to feel that now, and I'm willing to own it and to also let it go. Because I've done this since 1981, and it's been quite a ride. And I want to move on now. I am moving on now. I want to move on with all of me, with my authentic self. Nothing that's stuck or a mask to keep on. Letting go of the mask, letting go of the pretense, the la la land.
There it goes. Say, Mom,
Mama,
I know that you had anger and rage in you.
I know that you had anger and rage in you.
I know that transferred to me.
I know that transferred to me.
I know you tried to keep it away from me.
I know that you try to keep it away from me. From all of us.
I
You
know
try
you
to save
did
us
your
from
best.
you.
I know you did your best.
I know you did your best.
And I know you had to go because the pain was too much.
I know you had to go because the pain was too much.
I know that you're coming back to me through my son.
I know that you're coming back through me, through my son.
To help finish the job.
To help finish the job.
To clear the anger, to clear the trauma.
To clear the anger, to clear the trauma that didn't even begin with you. All
That was carried
of it.
generational.
It's been carried for generations. You were born the first day of the Second World War in a Jewish family.
I'm ready to accept responsibility for my part.
I'm ready to take responsibility for my part in every way.
And I release you from your part.
And I release you from
I'm
your part.
No longer going to carry the narrative of why you left.
I no longer am going to carry the narrative of why you left.
Because in divine time, you left to show me a lesson.
Because in divine time, you left
to show me a lesson.
To show me a lesson.
That I'm realizing and integrating right now today.
That I'm realizing and integrating right now today.
I'm letting go of everything that doesn't serve me here and now.
I'm letting go of everything that doesn't serve me here and now.
What's yours is yours, and what's
right
mine
now.
is mine.
Excuse me?
What's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine.
What yours is yours, and what's mine is mine.
I'm also releasing my son from this emotion.
I'm also releasing my son, Yehuda, from this emotion.
So that he can deal with his portion of it.
So that he can deal with his portion of
By
it.
feeling the changes in me.
By feeling the changes in me.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mamichka.
I'm a part of you.
I'm a part of you.
You're a part of me.
You are a part of me.
But now we must separate.
But now we must separate.
And we'll meet again.
And we'll meet again.
Okay. 1 second.
I feel like I'm standing much more in myself, much more grounded, rooted, stronger.
Yeah. Okay. So take your right hand, put it on your heart, left hand on your head.
How am I going to do that? Okay, let's do this.
Breathe into your mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, body, for holding all this trauma.
Thank you, body, for holding all this trauma.
Until I was ready to let go of it.
Until I was ready to let go of it.
I'm ready to let go of it now.
I'm ready to let go of it now.
Breathe in through your nose. 2. 3. I had stuff happening around me right now at this exact second that could have drawn up a lot of anger, and I was ready to jump to anger. I mean, literally right here. And that was the whole transition. That was the energy leaving. Because also leaving me too. You're 29 degree. You're connected to me. I'm connected to you. So anger and rage has been a part of deeply hidden in my soul. And the only person who could ever really trigger it, in extreme cases, somebody could trigger it, but the only person who's ever been able to trigger it was Cynthia, to bring it out. You know?
Well, like my husband, who's a Pisces as well.
Oh, there you go. The Pisces, always bringing them out. And she doesn't know why she doesn't even know how she does it, and doesn't even, just acts in spirit. And it would draw the rage out of me. And I'm like, this has to stop, you know, like I wanted to run away. And I knew that running away wasn't going to solve anything. I wanted to stay and understand. I didn't want to run away. I didn't want a softer life. Cynthia has brought all of these emotions out of me since we started. She's been here by my side day in, day out for 4 years as I've been going through this transition. And so your son, very much the same way, unconsciously doing it.
He even talked about wanting to commit suicide a few times.
Yeah, sure. I mean, everybody has their own way of expressing all of it. Like
I'm saying,
there are
on
times
my mother's,
there's a time in the last 4 years where I want to commit suicide because I didn't want to have this person inside of me, this thing inside of me, come out and hurt anybody. And I was so scared that it would hurt somebody. I didn't even want to be in this position that I am today because I didn't want to hurt anybody. It took me years to stand up and publicly and come out and be the person that I am today because I didn't feel worthy of leading people if I still had something inside of me. I was scared of myself. And if I was scared of myself at the core, and I spent my whole life building walls of protection around myself. But if I was scared of myself, then I knew I was in a position to influence people. I could hurt them accidentally. And that's what I've been going through the last 4 years. becoming ready to be who I am today.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. And it's not mine. I mean, I carry it. It's part of the energy that I carry. It comes through my lineage. It comes through my family. It comes from my other states of awareness, or lifetimes, people call them. It's not before I was born either. That's not how time works. Time is not linear. It's other states of awareness, other timelines happening right now. That's what a past life is. Past life ain't a past life. It's a current life that's happening right now simultaneously. Time is just a construct that we have.
Yeah.
It's in our mind. And we don't even understand time. The way that we understand time is we take a marker, an event, like when I was 18, or when I kissed this person, I had this big emotion. And how old was I? I was 18. It was in the summertime. So how do I know I was 18? Because I just graduated high school. That's how we associate time. We don't even track time properly in our brain. That's why it can get so messed up.
I track it by where I lived because we moved so much.
Yeah, there you go. How do you feel now?
Yeah, I want to check my knee because my knee started bothering me after Amy passed last week. And let's see if I can. No, it's still hurting a lot. I was thinking.
Well, give it a moment. Give it a moment.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be in the next 3 days, right?
Yeah, you got some stuff coming out of your heart here. And if it comes out as rage, let it come out as rage. Just let it come out. If you need to scream, you need to punch something, you need to knock a wall down, just let it come out. Yeah, don't judge it. And and more importantly is don't judge yourself because of it.
Oh no. No. I'm past that.
Perfect. Okay.
I really thank you so much for taking me on today.
Yeah. Just felt like it was your day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! Powerful. Everybody who comes on this live is healing a part of me. And everybody thinks I'm healing something in them. I know the difference. That was super powerful. Your mess is in the message. Oh, I love
Hi, can you hear me?
Here you go. Here you go. Baby face photography.
Ah, there it is.
Okay, so
It's an odd name. That's my work.
What's your
but-
name? Alyssa. And Alyssa, where are
Alyssa.
you calling from? Omaha. Good
Nebraska.
states there.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
great.
a huge steak lover, though. That's the
and
problem.
when's your birthday, Alyssa? Oh, shit.
December 20th.
What? Do you know your degree? Are you a 29 degree?
I believe so. I've looked at that. I don't completely
Yeah,
understand
I'm
it,
at
but
December
I'm pretty
20th,
sure
29 degree too. Yeah. Yeah, so there's
Oh,
no
wow.
accents that you're calling today. Like there's zero accents that I picked up on you today. And you need to go to astro.com, take a snapshot of your chart, put it in and send it to me, okay? Yeah, because I
Okay.
have very, very, very distinct instructions for you.
Wow. Okay. Looking forward to it. I'll for sure do that.
Had a really rough life up to 30 years old, I bet.
A little bit. Yeah. And
Oh,
even in
past few
the past
years, it's just been a
few
shit
years,
show,
you've
pulling
actually
teeth out. Yeah, and it
Oh my
started
God.
between May and
Yeah.
August of probably of 2019, right before the pandemic. And you probably had
Yeah.
some cathartic life change in
Yeah.
2008.
2008.
Mortgage
My
crisis
memory
in
is
the United
horrible.
States around that
Probably.
time,
Yeah. Yes.
and probably in
Oh my
August
gosh.
of
Yes.
that year.
Was that in August? It might have
And if it
been.
was August 8th,
Yeah.
I would not be
Okay.
surprised at all.
Oh my gosh. I have to look into that. I don't know that for sure, but wow.
Yeah,
I'll
so
have to look
there's
into
other
that.
people on here with the same astrology, by the way, right now.
Okay.
So
Wow.
well,
Incredible.
how long have you been following?
I think about 3 months now. I've started the 28-day reset. I sent you a DM and you guys sent me some amazing information because I was having some crazy health issues over the past couple years. And it was incredibly helpful. I got the
That's okay.
jab
That'll all go
and
away. Trust me.
ended up with well, I mean, you've made a bigger difference than anything
Yeah.
I've done in the past
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you for that.
By the way, are you do you have the longer torso, shorter legs, bigger hips and thighs? Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
Big thighs.
worry,
Yep.
guilt, shame, those are your go-tos.
Oh,
Yeah. Overthinking everything.
oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Everybody I know knows that about me. Yep. It's all 100%
When I say
true.
in for a penny, in for a pound, you're a little extreme in everything you do, everything you worry about, everything. It always works out at the last minute, but you worry up until the last minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've never been able to stop it. Even as a kid, I think I was known as a worry horse.
Yeah, because I want to know
absolutely.
your Chiron, because your Chiron and your ascending is what tells, and your Saturn is what tells me the version of the message I'm going to give you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to sending that to you. I'll
Here,
do right when we get off.
You want
this
to
call.
meet somebody?
Absolutely.
Let's see if she can come on. Meet one of your twins. Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Gary.
What happens when you put 3 29-degree Sages on the same call? This is Debbie.
Wow. Hi there.
Hi, Debbie.
Wow. Same birthday, same body type, same emotions, lots of health issues, same stuff. Yep.
Wow. Is that all recent?
No,
or
this
is
has
that
been
just
lifelong for me.
okay?
So Gary and I share the same birthday and the same career and a lot of the same challenges and
Same hair?
same hair. I'm getting dark. I'm getting light brown.
Darker too.
Look
Her
at my
eyebrows. I
eyebrows.
see your eyebrows changing just
Look
like
at-
mine at the same time.
They were white. Now they're light brown.
Yeah, mine were white up until yesterday. Day before yesterday.
Yep.
That's amazing. Can we? So they'll come back then because my eyebrows.
Yeah,
Of the
totally.
90s.
They'll come back. Everything comes back. Yeah, you'll get your youthful body again. Debbie, she goes. I hadn't talked to her in a while, and I go and I say, look at my body. Look at Jane. Looks like it worked out. But and she goes, look at me. I look like I worked out. She isn't doing anything.
Oh, look at me. I look like I'm working out. I'm not doing anything but fashion maneuvers.
That'll come pretty quickly. You just got to do the fascia maneuvers a little bit longer. It's all about getting the body, getting it hydrated. For us especially, because Sagittarius's predisposition is to be deficient in silica, which is the primary element of life on this planet. So when we take silica, we respond super fast, like way faster than everybody else. And that's what Debbie's experiencing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when just taking the diatomaceous earth, I added that in per your recommendations, and
Yeah,
just
it's
that
everything
alone made
for
a
us
huge
because of the
difference.
Sagittarius. So what
Wow.
else is going on in your life? What else can we answer for you here? You got two fellow compadres going through the same journey.
Well, my only hangups now is I feel like I've made so much progress. My head feels so, I can think clearly now. I haven't been able to do that for years. I can speak clearly. I've had an issue with that. But I just still have such a problem with energy, just a lack of energy. It's better. And then I also have a problem taking the biooptimizers. I'm assuming that's
it's because
part of
stomach
a
is
detox
Sagittarius right here, and biooptimizer is fixing stomach and small intestine. So it's been dysfunctional for you for a long time.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me. But just keep taking them and
more maneuvers
working
in
through it, I assume.
here, but it's basically the reason why you're still having challenges with your stomach. It's belief. You're working on belief.
Okay.
Debbie has been going through a shit ton of it recently.
Yeah.
Tell her what's been going on for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Last Monday, I had a mini stroke. Friday, I broke out in what looked like mosquito bites.
Me too.
All over
All
my
over.
body. Yep, all over my body. I took some quercetin before I went to bed, and they went away when I woke up on Saturday morning. I have one in between my big toe and my next toe on my right foot. I have no idea why all this stuff happens, but
Detoxing.
Yes, but it's just
Okay.
it can be scary as heck, and also a little on the discouraging side. But thankfully, I have a crazy puppy who keeps me smiling.
What are you calling me a dog?
No, and I gotta say, the support from Gary and Cynthia has been just amazing. I don't think I'd be able to be here talking today if I hadn't met Gary and had his support. And like he says, when he changes, I change, and when I change, he changes. So I got to be really careful how I think and how I act. And like you, I've been a worrier, fear always. I used to be fearless until I got sick. And then I got sick, and then I was full of fear. And then my son passed away, and that just brought everything out. And the last 5 years have been pretty rough. But, it's just a miracle that I tuned into Human Garage one day, and my life, thank God, will never be the same.
Yeah. So what's interesting is everything that happened to me was stroke-like. They ruled out stroke, they ruled out mini stroke, but everything. Face drooping, right side of the body didn't work, and then just this week I've been getting, I thought it was bug bites all over my legs. I'm like,
yeah, I told you.
What's going on
You can't make
what you guys are processing is you're processing the herpes virus, which otherwise known as chickenpox. We are unwinding the traumas in our body that were imposed upon us. Chickenpox wasn't a natural thing for us to get. We were told to get in chickenpox. We were infected with it. As kids, as parents, we took our kids, said, here, have herpes. Why? Because you don't want it when you get older. It's worse. And I'm like, bullshit. It's not worse. And you get it when you get older. It's like we were infected with this shit. And as we do fascial maneuvers, we're unraveling it. But what I believe is that when I do something in my life, I'm affecting the two of you. That's what I personally believe. And here's evidence. You guys are going through the same thing at the same freaking time. There's no explanation for the fact. And I got mine. I took pictures. I got videos of it. I got it going away. I'll share the video when we get off of this, or the picture, anyways.
Yeah. definitely let's connect.
Yeah,
that would be great.
we have a group of us crazy 29 degrees, so you're welcome to the club. Okay.
I'm all crazy.
So
I'm in.
so listen, let's take this conversation offline, and you guys connect on here, and then when you send me, do me a favor, send me your information in a DM. Say it's for Gary. I was on the live. I'm a 29 degree Sag. Send it over to me, and then I'll connect you in with the group. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Thanks
and
so much
then
for
we'll get
everything.
into why it's babyface photography, because
Baby.
okay, sure. Okay, let's see if I can bring up that picture. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna go get it. Okay, let's see if I can get it here. For whatever reason, I'm in that spot where my camera's not allowing me to bring it up. So let's see here. Okay. That came up here. Came up and like literally it came up within about, I got some, I noticed it, I showed Jason, Aisha, and I said, look at my arm. They go, it's on your face. So it didn't get the trunk of my body, my arms and my legs, and it was all gone within 8 hours. And then I went underneath the water, did some pressure stuff, popped up again, and it was gone within an hour. Yeah. So Debbie, thanks for saying that. You guys, we are in a journey together, and when you find your identical copies out there, you find the people that are identical to you, you'll find that they're doing the same thing at the same time that you are. Were they big? No, they're not big bites, guys. This was literally chicken pox. It looked like I'm a clinician. They're chicken pox. It's coming out. I believe completely different than the world does on viruses and what it is. No, you can be, somebody asks you, Mrs. W, Grandmaster. No, if you're like a Capricorn, 8 degree is a Grandmaster, 17 degrees a Grandmaster, 26 degrees a Grandmaster, but 29 is the highest of all the degrees, 0 through 29, so 30 degrees. If you're a 29 in their sun sign or any other state of awareness, but if you're in your sun sign, you're a Grandmaster in that state of awareness. That means that you have accumulated for many different other lifetimes, all of these lifetimes, and now you're here to resolve it and work it out. So it's not like a badge and honor. It's not like I'm a 29 and you're a 27. No, it's like I'm a 29. It's like, oh, help me out here because I'm about to get my ass kicked. No, they were bug bites. I have them all over my body. They came up within minutes. Like I didn't have them there. And all of a sudden they're like, boom, boom, boom. We're watching them pop up and then they all go away. You guys, what you're taught about how your body work is just pure freaking bullshit. And we're living this. I'm showing people every day. I'm tracking people all over the world. And what I'm saying is that what we have been tracking, identifying, capturing, and documenting supposedly doesn't happen anywhere. You can be 29 in any state of awareness. So like if you're a 29 degree and you're Pluto, that means you stop and start things like a Grandmaster. Probably at the last minute. It works out every time. You probably worry about it. Chiron, Capricorn, 27 degrees. That means you always take leadership. You're always trying to learn and help others. Also means that you seek justice quite often, and maybe get a little angry about it. And you've been working through that. Yeah, like you can't make this stuff up, right? Let's see if Denise is back. One wild strawberry. Anything? What about can help with Lyme? Guys, Lyme disease. If you have Lyme disease, first of all, I call bullshit on the diagnosis, but I do know you can find it in the blood. But I mean, what we're saying it does and what it does. We have thousands of people with Lyme that no longer are having symptoms. 28-day reset. Plan on doing it for 3 months in a row. You have to follow the protocol exactly. The only thing you add to it is 60 to 100 milligrams of boron on a daily basis to the protocol that we have set out. And every single person that has done it for 3 months that has reported back to us has had severely reduced symptoms or no symptoms at all. Not saying that we cure anything. We do not cure anything. You can never ever say that I said that we cure anything. The body cures itself. We are giving your body the tools. Yeah, the reason everybody has Bartonella, everybody has Lyme. It's in your DNA. You all have AIDS too. You all have Ebola. It's in your DNA. And what happens is it surfaces over time. This is scientifically true. Is that every component, everything that was made in the planet Earth, every disease is already a part of our makeup. That's how it is. We're born with that. That's our natural immunity. And so like for me, catching something from you, how can I catch something if I already have it? But why does it surface? Why does it come out? What is the reason for it? And what is the purpose of it? Because everything in this world has a purpose. We're not randomly attacked by nature. That's not how human beings are. Nail fungus that doesn't go away. It'll go away. Hey, Michelle, go to the Metaphysical Anatomy Journal and type in nail fungus and find out why it is. Get the emotions first, and then you'll get the rest of it. Otherwise you'll be chasing it forever. But it goes away. I had it too. Okay. Whoa, everybody here. Bernie, Hallie, Rota, maybe it's Bernice. Heavenly Casey, what about 23rd of January, Aquarius? Hello, hello. You are live. You are live, and this is for Helio 366. Helio 366 calling you in. You're live. We're staring at something. Hello, Helio. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove you. That's HAILIA 0360, I think it is. I had to remove you because you weren't answering. Megna, male art model. Hey, how you doing, male art model? Endometriosis, throw up on cycles, 28-day reset, lower reset on a daily basis. Diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss. Power Kirk 30, take 6 to 8 before your cycle, take that through your cycle. Reduces inflammation at the cellular level in your connective tissue, which your uterus is made of, around the uterus, through the uterus, and everything else. Helps diminish the pain and the cytokine storm that happens. Wow, Heavenly Casey, you had a pretty good experience, huh? Heavenly Casey.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Is it
Jim.
Casey? Is that your name?
My name is Heaven. Yes.
Oh, your name is Heaven.
Yes.
That is so cool. Heaven, where are you calling
I'm
from?
calling from Orange County, California.
Okay, Heaven, and when's your birthday?
January 23rd.
Okay, oh, you're the Aquarius.
Yes.
Are you like a 1, 2, 3 degree or?
I was born in the morning. I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
Like around 8:30.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do your chart because you could be everything from a 0 degree to a 4 degree or 5 degree, depending on your chart your year. So it would just make a difference. I'm gonna guess you're 4 degree, and the reason why is because for some reason I picked you up today. So you went. Tell me about your experience. You were in a sound bath, and what happened?
Well, I have a sensitivity to radiation because I have a sensitive endocrine system and nervous system. I have autoimmune disease. I have Strogan's. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I also have vestibular migraines.
You want to get rid of all that, by the way?
I freaking do.
Okay, super easy. By the way, super easy.
And so I recently got in an accident, which was on September 6th. And then I was sandwiched between two cars, which threw me off because, you know, I mean, the frequencies went somewhere, and then the impact of that accident. And then so I had to have 4 x-rays, which I'm very sensitive to radiation. I mean, I really practice, like, you know, a Wi-Fi free life. I mean, I have black tourmaline. I wear Sugnite all the time just to, you know, help ground me from all of the Wi-Fi and the radiation and the 5G towers that are all over the place. And yeah,
you're not speaking your truth on your heart, 100%. Who and why? Why are you not speaking what's true to you? I don't mean right now. I mean in your life. You're not speaking your truth.
I'm tired of feeling like this. I want to feel better.
Yeah, but who are you not speaking your truth to?
Myself.
Okay.
And
then what?
And what do you mean? Do you
your
pick
throat
up on
chakra is blocked completely. Yeah, like I'm almost choking, and my bladder feels like someone punched it. So there's fear about speaking your truth somehow.
You're right about that. And coincidentally, when I was doing the sound bath, which activates my chakras, that was when it happened. When that feeling happened, when I got, you know, the sensational feeling was in that part of the sound bath. Everything else was fine.
Yeah. So the reason it's happening now, when was that recently?
Yes, it was a couple of weeks ago after the exposure to the radiation,
okay.
I think.
Okay, so all the radiation, all the EMFs, all the other things, these are stories that you're still holding on to, but your body is in pain, it's trying to tell you something, and you're not listening to it, and you're not expressing it. The way to get out of your autoimmune situation, which is really what you're how old do you have it?
I'm 36.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in your take action year. So the way to get out of this is the 28-day life reset. If you go to our YouTube page, you'll see I cured my autoimmune disease in one of the podcasts. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have had complete reversals of their autoimmune disease, including Sjogren's and everything. So you can get rid of that by doing the work, okay? But you're not even going to feel like it doing the work, especially as an Aquarius, until you clear the reason why, the fear that you have about speaking your truth. Where did this go back to? This is obviously in your childhood at some point.
You're definitely right about that as well.
It's to do with your mother, I feel.
Yes, you're right about that.
Okay, so until that's dealt with, your body's just screaming at you, and it's just going to keep giving you symptom after symptom after symptom. And you could do all of the sound bathing and all the working and all the protection you want, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. I've been doing this for a long time. You are the exact type of patient that would come into the clinic when we had it in Los Angeles. And it's like, I'm doing all this stuff, but I have to do it. And if I have to do all these things in my life, then there's something wrong. It's not the EMFs and all that's causing this. You are causing this emotionally. Those are just agitating you. And as you get worse and worse and worse, they have more and more of effect over you.
You're right about that. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your gifts, and I appreciate what you do for a living. And then I've actually seen you. I've done the activation of the vagus nerve, watching you in Jim Curtis's video. And I actually am an integrative nutrition health coach as well.
Perfect.
So thank you so much
So,
for everything. And
so
thank you for
listen,
being
the 28-day
a gift.
reset, 28-day reset. Okay.
Okay. You're a
And
huge gift. Thank you.
you can do this.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. By the way,
Yeah, you know what? And Heaven, thank you for being so honest about it. I have found that practitioners, we tend to have the worst situation because we're helping other people with problems that we've had ourselves. I used to get angry fixing people wanting to get fixed myself, right? And this is where for me, I had to call bullshit on myself, and which I did. And what that meant is it was to stop and just start doing the work. The podcast I was talking about is I cured my autoimmune disease, and it's on our YouTube. And if you want to see other examples, just go into the community journal and the 28-day reset. You'll see thousands of people that have autoimmune disease that are no longer having it. Autoimmune disease, there's some biological things that have to be fixed. Number one, if you have to have diatomaceous earth, you have to have Irish sea moss. You're not going to resolve it without those two things. Yeah, you're literally not going to, at least diatomaceous earth. The diatoms are exfoliants for small intestine, the autoimmune disease in the small intestine. Your body needs, if you're having autoimmune disease, you're also having chronic dehydration of fascial tissue and organ tissue. Irish sea moss, and you can get this in our fascial foundation or our flow, which also have some patent ingredients which accelerate them, or you can buy those. And I do recommend you also buy them too. I don't want you to be addicted to supplements. I want you to add this stuff into your food. I still take diatomaceous earth in a powder format. I drink it every single day. I drink it with my boron, and I have that every single day. And I take Irish sea moss. Right now, I'm trying the survivalmoss.com. I'm using their freeze-dried Irish sea moss to see how my body takes it, and it seems to be working just as well as the gel that I make. And that's from survivalmoss.com. I think we have a code with them. I think it's Human Garage. I think it's all set up now, and you'll be getting them soon. And diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss and boron. But all of these ingredients are in our supplement guide. If you go to our new website, you can download our supplement guide. And in our supplement guide, what you'll find all of the information about it. Listen, we have, yes, you can take, yes, I take and consume boron, and I do it in the form of borax because I can't get boron everywhere. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you. You can choose. If you want to understand the difference of it, you DM us in the chats. We will send you a NIH report on it. NIH scientifically backed report on it and how it addresses certain cancers and other things. We will send that to you. It's not our information. It's not something we made up. This is actually published science from the NIH. And I'll let you know. Yeah, and so what happens is that people that hold on to autoimmune disease, it's two things. Number one, it's the emotions behind what it is. That's one thing. But the other part is they're still questioning the price. If you're still eating chemicals in your food like glyphosate, good luck. You are not going to get rid of it. I don't care what you do. I don't care how good you are on the edges. You're going to get better in your autoimmune. It's going to keep breaking out. You're going to get better. It's going to break out. You're going to get better. It's going to break out. You're going to be doing that for years. People that came to Human Garage, they literally were last cases. Everything else had failed. That's how Human Garage built its entire reputation, was fixing people that were unfixable. And what happened was the biggest form of our clients were like health coaches and doctors and professional athletes and people who are supposedly doing everything right. You can't mess with this stuff. Glyphosate is not something you can put in your body. It's not just a herbicide. It causes protein folding issues. It screws up your cell. Your body interprets it as glycine and starts making proteins out of it. It's just scaffolding. You're building like artificial. It's like using plastic to build the inside of your body. Yeah. If your daughter is stubborn and she's a Taurus and not listening to you, you need to change something yourself. And when you change it yourself, she will change. That Taurus will change when you do. She's showing you something, but she's using her body consciously or unconsciously to show you, by the way. Yes, you have to be 100% off chemicals if you want to get rid of an autoimmune disease. 100%. If you're not dealing with an autoimmune disease, you can get away with it for longer, but eventually it's going to catch up guys. We're not supposed to eat chemicals. We're not. Chemicals mix up our endocrine system. There is no acceptable levels. They do not have to be used. It does not increase growth of crops. That is all lies. Black Lilith is 29 degrees Taurus. Woo! You were feeling it yesterday. Gabrielle, how you doing?
Hey, Gary, I still can't see you.
Oh, that is hilarious. Have you tried to be on live with somebody else?
No, it might be on my end.
I think you're gonna go try with somebody else and see what happens if you can't see me. But we can see you perfectly and we can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. Okay. Today's a fiery day, man.
Yeah, was it ever? We had a 29-degree Leo on there, Daniela, going through all the anger.
Yeah.
Feeling that as a Leo, and tell everybody you're in Leo. What's your moon, your sun, your moon, your rising?
Oh, so I'm August 8th, Leo, and then moon, rising, and Chiron are all in Libra.
Oh, you got all in Libra? Holy shit! This whole month is gonna be like tearing. It's gonna be like peeling your skin away from your fascia for the whole month.
It's really funny you say that because I released, full disclaimer, sounds absolutely insane if people haven't had this experience, but I released fear out of my foot.
Oh, no, that's normal.
Like it's, if you say it to anybody who's not following you guys or hasn't done fascia maneuvers, it's like, it sounds like a ridiculous thing, but
say that, they go, well, where would I release fear from? My brain? Well, my brain doesn't have emotions. That sounds ridiculous. How did it? What did it feel like?
I knew where I was going. Like, I was in the bath. I did a bladder release, and as I got out of the bath, I started wiping down with a towel. I felt the skin pulling on like the side of my leg where the bladder meridian runs. And I'm like, I am feeling fear in this moment. And I just like, let it flow.
Wow. And did anything happen in your body? Any shaking?
Oh, no, the emotion came out. I started crying.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I've
it's
done that
very, very, very intense release, cathartic.
I've definitely done that a couple of times.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about the next piece of the puzzle for me, which is releasing anger.
Well, as I said, we just had a Grandmaster Leo releasing anger. You were participating in that, right? You saw that?
Yeah. So I was watching the whole thing, and there are a few pieces that came up that I'm like, okay, nothing's an accident. I'm not hearing things by accident. These are pieces that are coming together. So I heard Daniela talk about her story. So I know Daniela, but I didn't know that side of her story, and it was amazing to listen to her. And I'm gonna go. I'll be seeing her again in a completely new, beautiful light. We're gonna do partnered maneuvers together. I'm really looking forward to that. But obviously, it brings up that anger in me. And then you had somebody else on who had the fear of expressing in like coming up from, and I feel the same thing, a feminine fear of expressing anger. And then you talked about chemicals, and today's a very, very chemically day for me. And I'm starting to understand the relationship between anger and inflammation, and that I have to take my inflammation down if I have a chance to release my anger.
Yeah, so around your liver, by the way, you want to do this with me? Just
Sure.
one
sec. Let me set you up better.
Yeah, I know you can't see me, but just put your left hand at your xiphoid process and right hand underneath the rib cage, and then stretch the skin down right across the liver and the gallbladder to stretch it and open it up. And breathe. Move your body around. Oh, there it goes. I felt you release. Woo. Yeah, you're right, because when you jump to anger, but how do you feel in your body right now?
Shaking.
Okay, put your right hand on your liver, gallbladder, left hand on your neck.
Here or back?
On the back. Okay, breathe in through your mouth. 2, 3. I'm no longer willing to hold anger and resentment in my body.
I'm no longer willing to hold anger, resentment in my body.
Thank you, body, for holding it.
Thank you, body, for holding it.
I'm letting it go now.
I'm letting it go
Breathe
now.
in through your nose. 2, 3. Okay. Whew. Okay. So fear, at the core of us, we have our lower brain, rear brain backwards, which is our hormonal, our lizard brain, our animal brain or monkey brain, whatever we call it. And that has all the hormones attached to it and the visceral response. And the only two emotions that go with that is fear and desire. People think it's love, but love is a decision. Love is not an emotion like that. The visceral part is fear and desire. An animal either desires to be with you or fears you. So our animal, desire and fear. What's less than fear, but still powerful? Anger, sadness, rage. That's still not fear, because fear locks up the body. There's no derivative. I can't think past it. So anger is less than fear. Resentment is less than fear. And that happens in the midbrain, which is the limbic region, which is how our body takes that temperament, that animal, and softens it. And then we can jump all the way to the midbrain and have a perception about it, and it's now frustration rather than anger. It's compassion rather than anger. It's understanding rather than resentment. It's presence, it's joy rather than resentment. And so when you release the fear from your foot, on the inside of your leg was your liver, and on the outside was your gallbladder, and in the back is your bladder, which is fear. So when the fear released from your foot, then it opened up for the anger and the resentment, which are on both sides of that fear, to release. And when you have those emotions in your body fires adrenaline, norepinephrine, and cortisol. Those are inflammatory. And very acidic and inflammatory chemicals that go in the body. And so what else will do that to the body? Chemicals. Pesticides, herbicides will also cause the exact same reaction of adrenaline, norepinephrine, and cortisol. So what you're saying is and which is true, is the chemicals cause fear, anger, resentment, rage, sadness, and that's why everybody's so messed up today.
Any advice on how I can facilitate releasing anger from myself better?
You're doing it right now. the fact, you know, how do you know
I
somebody's
have,
not
I
crazy?
have, I have so much. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, I have so much. Talk to it. Hello, anger. Thank you for being here. Look at, I had anger, but I built all these control mechanisms to not express it, and the only person that would push it out of me in rage would be Cynthia, and no one else could. I could logically and reason my way around rationalize my way around every other circumstance. The only time it ever came out once is my brother-in-law. I grabbed him by the throat and pushed him up on a wall and saw red and blacked out in my mind. And then next thing I know, he's on the floor. He could hardly breathe. And that was the only other time that it ever happened. And I was scared shitless that I was going to hurt somebody. So I built all these rules around never expressing that emotion again. And part of it was by keeping people out of my life that made me like that. But then I had this sweet little Pisces come into my life who would push those buttons all the way to the end. And I'm like, why is this happening? But it was getting it out. So the first thing is to let it out. Talk to it. Let it go. And how do you know that somebody's not crazy? Is if they can ask if they're crazy. So how do I know you're letting it out? Because you're here asking about it.
Right. Yeah, I forget to give myself the credit sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's my sweetie right now. Hi, Cynthia.
Thank you. Thanks for the little boost. Much appreciated.
You got us. You got this. And you're doing awesome to help people out there, not only in your own town, online. Guys, follow Gabriel Gefter online. Look at his content. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got I think I have to say this out loud to commit to it a little better. I have a series of reels planned about comparing fascia to the internet of the body. I'm just going to make that a whole series.
Perfect.
And there's going to be some maybe new perspective in there.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you so much.
Bye. What a day. Holy smokes. Woo. My bipolar. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How long have you been watching very long?
You always catch me in a good moment.
Well, you're not in the bathtub.
That's true.
So, have you been watching for a while?
I've been listening. Yes.
Did you hear Daniela?
I didn't hear all of that. We have a busy house this morning, but
it was definitely all that. It was mom. She was dealing with 29-degree Leo, and it was definitely mom.
I did catch that.
And all that anger coming out and stuff like that. It's been, and Gabrielle, obviously another Leo, bringing it out. So
your mom was good at that.
Oh, my mom brought out anger like crazy and fear. She was like,
yes, she did.
Little instigator.
Yeah, she was a little powerhouse.
Yeah.
You didn't want to mess with her, that's for sure.
Did you happen to catch Jim by any chance?
I saw Jim. Yeah. He's wonderful. He's just wonderful.
Can't wait to put that online. I think I'm gonna wind down with you because it's like today's emotion was so much. I don't have you here every moment to help take the energy away, so I miss it.
Now you're gonna make me cry. Oh, and Chris's pep talk. Today's a good day to really have a good cry, I think.
Yeah.
Let out all that. Yeah, definitely missing you this morning.
You got anything to say to everybody?
Pardon?
Do you have anything to say to people?
Oh, I just appreciate so much the comments and the involvement and the sharing and the heartfelt love that everybody expresses. And it's just magical to watch these lives sometimes and the healing that's going on.
Yeah. It is.
So appreciate everybody for honoring themselves and taking the time to join and listen and share. That's how we all heal together.
Yeah. Sure is.
in a community. Yeah, it's beautiful. Pretty magical.
Okay. I'll talk to you
Maybe we'll
later.
talk. Maybe we'll talk later.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Okay, everybody. We're going to end that there today. I am at my max. So it's been an unbelievably powerful day. I can't believe this. Send this live to people. This is one to send. Like, I can't believe all the stuff that happened today. So send this live to people, everybody. If you haven't done it yet, go check out our new website. On our new website, you're going to see you can see a bunch of links to protocols, all different resets, quick tips and tricks. We've also got our new partner site. It's about 50 partners, I think, going up there soon. And you'll be able to interact with products and services that we interact with. We have stuff coming up on our events page. Transit over to our events page. Check it out. You guys, our website is going to be the hub of everything right now. Also, you can look at the past lives. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch this week's Astro Monday with Chris Witecki. Either watch it on our wall or watch it on our website. It's going to prepare you for what's coming up between now and Friday. This is an amazing live today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and participating. Love you all.